and we are playing Forgotten Hill, the third axis by FM Studio, and let's play. So it's a new horror mystery game. So it's about a secret brotherhood, named the third axis, who had its informant, and so one day he has gone missing, and now I am sent to find this informant and see what has happened. So here's a small tutorial here to click how to play this game. For the control here's a bit unusual. Clicking the door, clicking the key and the door to open it, then open the door and go in. Stand in the center of the room, click on the book to read these notes. Okay, for these notes contain hints, and now let's begin and solve puzzles. First, let's investigate these drawers. Here we can take one more note. Let's read it quickly and skip. Then go backward. What do we have here? This one, and okay, let's go first to the previous room, see what's there. Look at the second drawer at the mirror to get the clock, and here we can see that we can use the magnifying glass to rotate some items and to get additional hints. Okay, this clock has two hints. So first hint is this blue clock hand. It points to. Rotating here, we have a plate, and there is puzzle. It's early to solve it. So go in there to that room, and on the wall we can see the clock with different colored stars. So this one, once again, for the blue we have to set 2, like that, and we have a hint for the red clock hand. It's this clock. Let's look at it, and here you can see the red is 8. So let's also set it. Two others we will find later. Next, here's a gramophone, and behind it we can see we can get the key. So this key is to open the door and go further to the next room. Go in there to open it and go in. So we can see that here's a green clock hand, and it's points 5. So going backward, and we can see that's a monster. So let's quickly close the door and try to avoid it. So we can use this clock hand now, going around to find more hints. In the drawer we can find the cube, a diary to read, and then we have one of these stars. So let's place it here. 2 more to find. We will do it later. Next, door to open, and here we have 2 bits, and we can see the symbol is a kind of letter O, and 2 arcs up, one of them. So it's a kind of a puzzle of left and right, and the hint how to open it we can see on this door. So circle, 2 arcs, 2 arcs, circle and circle, and go in to open it. So we have circle, arcs, arcs, circle, and circle. Now we can open the door and go further. Let's turn on the right. Here's the closed door. We need to find the stone to open it. Then on the table we can take the book. Let's read it. So here you can see deer, pig, and bear. It also contains a hint. We will also use it later when we find the necessary item. And next we need to break this ball. We need to find the hammer. Go into the kitchen, looking around. Here we have a drawer to open. Oh, we have a chicken's leg. Let's take it. And then this pans to hit, but we also don't have a hint yet, and we don't have a hint for the spoons neither. Go into the next room, and here we can see the dead body. It's a corpse of the informant, and in his pocket so we have found a card. We will also use it later, and if we rotate we can get the key from the next door. Also rotating further, here's a keyhole and also an X to take. With this X we can defeat this monster there. So opening the door with that key and going to attack this monster with an X. Okay, now it's this one is defeated, and we need to be agile. Okay, let's solve this puzzle with this colored claw hands. So once again, green is 5, and the yellow is here on the wall, and the yellow is 9. So green is 5 and yellow is 9. This panel moved, and here we have got the rabbit that we can take and go in there. So here's the place where one of the statues is missing. Here it is. Let's install it. So the curtain moved, and you can see this mask. So with these different gemstones, we need to remember them, and you arrange the same way masks in this room. So this one is for the red hexagon, a red diamond, red triangle, red hexagon, and this swap too. So what has happened? One of the drawers has opened. So here's a note. It also has a hint in the vinyl disc. But before you use this vinyl disc on the gramophone, we need to find one more hint. I'll go into the adjacent room, and here we have a panel with a puzzle. So if we look at this cube, we can see the pattern, how all of its sides are here, and with these 4 buttons we have to rotate these tiles and try to make them the same at once. Now this picture moved, and you can take this red stone, red ruby, Ruby, and this Ruby is to open another door. This door we can open with this Ruby, so here's the slot for it. Now we can take this box here. So going backward to that place, and there in the corner we can find a different strange thing. So if you push this button, the arrow rotates. Red is for this directions: north, wind, north, west, east, south, and blue is for this planet to move. So the hint is in that box. We can see the north, and here's the hole that the north arrow should point to 45. Let's rotate it like that. Now we can see that north points 45. And next this side, so it's for the planet 225. Planet is for the blue button, like that. And now for the crow, it's hint on the top, and we can see it is 90 degrees. So crow is green, and 90 degrees it's here. So it's opened, and we've got another pyramid with snowflakes symbols. These snowflake symbols I used to run the gramophone. And first let's place the vinyl disc on it, and then if we also look at it, on the bottom we can see symbols from 1 to 6. So 1 is this, let's call it 3 fingers snowflake, then 2 is clubs, 3 is also clubs, and then 4 is kind of a gear, 5 also 3 fingers, and 6 is for this tree shaped snowflake. So let's push them: 3 fingers, clubs, gear, 3 fingers, and trees. Now it is run, and we can see that here's a hint is printed, so we can take it. And here's the hint of spoons and different vials of different sizes. So sizes we can see: big, small, medium, and big. Or this can be treated like levels. So going to the kitchen. And this hint is for this puzzle with spoons. So we can move them high, middle, and low. And this spoon is kind of a hint. So big, we can treat it like down, small, up, and medium is for the middle. So in result we have a bottom, top, a middle, and bottom. Now it is solved, and one more shelf has moved, so here you can take a brain. Now here's a hint in this green book. So if we read the text, we can finally read that a deer began to really eat the bears and pigs' minds. So we need to place this brain at the plate with the deer. So here is that plate, and let's place it. and we have released the bowel from the blood. So we can take the key and open the next door. Okay, we have taken it. So now we need to use it. To open a secret passage. Here we can see that here's a keyhole on the wall, and then to open it, to move the bookshelves and get the secret passage. Open there, for it's nothing to fear here. Here we can take this cage. Then this door, we can't open it yet, but here's a giant spider on the wall. And what do we have? We have a hint that the spider is a wedge. So we need to use the spider like here. First set the chair, then pull the rope, and you can see the door opens, but as long as we release the wedge, the door closes. So we need to place the cage and place inside it the chicken's leg. For now we have a wedge, and the door is opened constantly. What do we have? Here we have a puzzle with two puzzles there. So first, how to arrange these letters, we can find the hint from this clock, and on the back side we can see letters A, G, M, B. Let's set them the same, A, G, M, B, and now we need to move these colored sliders, green, blue and red. The hint how to move the sliders we can find further here in this cage in the jail. So here we can see that one man is captured, and let's talk to him. So talking along and sing that song for me, for it contains a hint. So red for the soldier, we can see, blue for the archer, and green for the man who bows to the dead. So red soldier, blue archer, and that's all. Now we have a hint how to move the sliders. Red for the soldier, blue for the archer, and green for the man who bows to the dead. So we've got one more key, and we've got a blue star. The key is to open this jail. For now we can try to release him, but he is too weak to go. So we need to give him food, and he says that the key from the next room is in the stove. Also, let's look under the bed. So we can take a note here. It also has a hint that we will use later. Here we can take this tripod and going out. Now we can look inside this stove, and here's the key right from that door. Okay, let's open that door, go in. Here in these drawers we can take the food can. Here we can take a clever, and here we can take just a hint how to open the can. So we have this machine we can place this can, but we don't have the handle yet. Let's read this diary, skip it quickly, and also if we rotate here we can find the hint on the side wall. So these different pictures, images, we have met already in the kitchen. Here are these pens, and we can see the same images. So if we look once again, W is a sequence how to move, so it's man, tree, kite, doll, and the old lady. Man, tree, kite, doll, and old lady. So the drawer is opened. We have got a candle, a handle, and matches. Now with this handle we can go and open the food can. So it is opened, and now we can go and feed this poor child. First we need to pour this liquid into his own mug. Then we need to talk to him first, and only after that we can pour this liquid into this mug. For now he feels fine and ready to follow me. Okay, let's try to escape, unless somebody has come. Also, here's one more place to investigate, this corner, and in the drawer we can find just a note. For this note doesn't contain hint, and let's try to go backward, and here you can see one more scary moment. For this moment monster raised alive. Made some madness. Here's his skirt. Now we need to talk to him. Try to kill him again. Okay. So we need to find the food to make him run into the cage. The boy ran to the closet, but we are going to find more hints. So if we look at this room, it's a bargain here, but behind the wallpapers we can see symbols: palm, eye, infinity sign, and this spiral. So the same symbols we had to use to open one of these one of next puzzles. So first we have a palm symbol, then eye, Next is infinity sign, and the last is spiral, square spiral. Okay, now this door is opened and we can go in. First let's look here, take this diary, skip it, and then on the table we can take the hammer and also use the cleaver to cut pieces of meat. Okay, 6 pieces of meat we have now. This box we will open later. Now here you can see the boy is hiding there. He is very scared, but we need to leave him here and to make a trap here on this in this cage. So we need to hang this meat parts on hooks along the way to lure him into the cage. And the last piece is to be placed here on this plate. And now let's pour it here and get height. So now here's in the cage, and the boy jumps and closes the cage. Okay, now we are almost safe, and it's a little left to finish. Next, go in to solve more puzzles. So we have a hammer. Now we can break this orb and get the green star. Red we have used already. Now it's only left to use the green and the blue in the same place. Green and blue. So here's another piece with a hint. So the hint is for the drawer in the butcher's room, and we are running there quickly. So for this log, let's look at this item. So we can see that 1 is for letter like a Greek letter F, then 2 is for these crosses, 3 squares, and 4 is this, don't know how it is called. So let's set these items: crosses, squares, and this one. Here we need to take a screwdriver only, and it's little left to finish the game. Running there, so for boy who follows me, for he will be used later, a bit later. What do we have going here? And on the wall here you can see the vent panel. that we can open with a screwdriver, but it is narrow there, so I can't read this item, and we need to ask the boy to do it. So he had brought the handle. Okay, this handle is very useful. And go in to that room. And now here we are to use the hint with this eye, or three-legged monster on an eye. So three-legged monster means the tripod and the eye. We can see that there is an eye symbol on the floor. Let's set this here. Place to use the handle to remove the curtain. And now on this curtain we need to use this card. So on the back side we can see these symbols 1, 2, 3 and 4 for the 4 holes. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and let's place it here and look through. So we can see this kind of N. So we need just to remember these curves and use them to open the safe. First symbol, second symbol, third symbol, and the last one is like that. So the safe is opened. Here we can take candle, more documents, just to understand the story, and the plan. So here we can see it's a plan of a house, and with the red cross, so we can see that a hidden place is marked, and this place corresponds to the place behind this tapestry. So here's an extra emergency exit. Now it's only left to place 2 candles here, light them, to lift this tapestry, and with the hammer we can break the wall and escape. So if this video walkthrough helped you, don't forget, here's not an escape but an element C that we need to find. So if this video walkthrough helped you, please leave likes, subscribe, let's burn this house, and bye.